All right, on this episode of Fixing Snowmobiles, so we bring in the what's this, 97 Skidoo 500. I think it's a MXZ 500. So fresh from under the cover, been sitting outside, got dragged in here and left for dead. So we got some parts in for it. Doesn't that look nice though, eh? Parts have started trickling in. We got the niche brake pads. I thought this was supposed to be a full spool. Well, it's not, but it's started cord. So the issue with the 500 is, well, first of all, it's got leaking needle and C. So that's problem number one. However, today we need to fix the, sorry, getting distracted with the tube chesty here. So problem number one that we need to fix today is got to order the needle and seats. Order the needle and seat and fix the pull cord. That is out. Yep. I mean, not out of the picture, but it's, you know, out. All the way out. All the way out. So we're having a little issue where it was sticking. So life is definitely better with a shut-off valve. And so if we figure out, you know, when to shut the fuel off, how long to let it idle after that, it runs all right. It does well. So we had this up north. We rode this on day one, and then at like 8:39 at night, on the way back in for supper or dinner, it died. So I towed it home with the Polaris, just like always, right? So that's where we're at. So all we got to do is pull the cover off and see if we can hopefully just clean it, and then it'll be fine. What? So this one, starter pull cord cover. Got my handy headlamp. So I don't really anticipate any issues here. Oh, I think our pull cord cover moved. Ah, interesting if we could give her a tappy tap. It'd be too funny if that was really the issue. Yeah, because those aren't lined up whatsoever. So maybe we just need to, oh my, that is loose. Well, we do need to tighten that then. Alright, let's get you guys on the tripod and get working on this. Almost think this solution is simple. I mean, that's great. It's very encouraging to work on snowmobiles where not everything is a total nightmare. So, get the charger cord in here and boom. Alright. Well, I'm kind of excited now. I have at least a prayer for it to be able to work. You know? Wow. So, I guess we could blame this on Leroy because he put that together. Oh. I don't think we need to blame it on anyone. Oh. No, maybe this is why some people pay to have others do their work. Just because it's easier on everyone. Alright. No, that's not going to be the solution entirely. Alright, here we go. Alrighty. I have a feeling we got a broke spring. So okay, we're gonna have to get us some snap ring pliers. Broke the spring.
Oh no.
You broke my spring, you broke it right in two. Alright, fair enough. Alrighty.
What is this?
Spring.
Oh.
Don't mess with that thing. That'll go bang right in your eye.
Oh.
No joke. I'm not. Ow. That's the whole spring there. So the only way this will probably happen is if it were to be annealed. So
What? That's the whole spring?
yeah,
Oh.
all greasy spring. So it's too hard to even do anything with. So
Let's go. Okay. I thought it was hot.
it needs a new end put on it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard. It's really, really hard. So the only way, I'd have to go study it out. I think if I heated some, hey, don't beat on stuff. If I had to take some hot oil or something to cool it down, I mean, I could take the Burns-O-Matic and heat it up and then bend it, but it'll just break again, so there's no point in it. I guess we could start this. We'd have to start it by doing the old sketchy strap around the... Alright, I thought I was ending the episode, but I was so distracted over the recoil there, I forgot that I needed to pull at least one carburetor off and check the needle and seat. Sorry, I got the stupid hiccups again, but so I was having problems finding the carburetor, the correct carburetor, needle and seat for this because I didn't know the model number and whatnot. And then the guy told me it's an MXZ, and all the MXZs on Google were red. So, excuse me. So in the time in between, I saw on a Facebook group or whatever, I found a picture of a yellow one somewhere on the internet. Anyway, so maybe they did make yellow ones in '97. So I'm not sure about all that, but I decided, cool, I'll just take a bowl off and we'll see what style needle and seat we got, and then we can order based off of that. Kind of like these fuel pumps. So anyway, the one night we were riding, we spent like 4 to 6 hours, 10 degrees, wind blowing out on the driveway, hands and knees. It was so cold it would just sting. It just burned. So the wet gas and whatnot. So even touching tools, steel wrenches, whatnot. So here we are. I shut off the camera and I got one carb off, and then I went and took the fuel pump out of here. So because Reed had the misfortune of being on this, he gave us a brand new cap pump that he paid dearly for. So, and, you know, we were going to lay it on top of that one, zip tied on, but we had spacing issues. It wouldn't fit between the bottom of the bowl there and the old pump, because we couldn't get the old pump out with the tools we had at the time, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know what was so hard about it. I just took my wrench, took the bolts out. All right, so, well, one of the problems was these tiny-headed, stupid bolts. So I was going to just drill it out. So it didn't need to. Everything ended up. So now we could just rebuild it and put it back in. But what we did in between then and now is took some looming and put a filter, a shut off before the manual pump. So none of that ever has to happen again. So these are the feed lines for the carb. It could be slightly more forward and not jammed in behind the old coil there, but I might be able to do that too. So, yeah, we'll consider that as we put the airbox back in. So, I dropped the bowl and it was nasty, just filthy. So I'm like, cool, we'll just clean that out then. So, had a little ethanol corrosion over there. So I did take it out, and I cleaned it. There's a couple smudges for me. And then I went and cleaned the other one. The other one, I took the needle and seat out. So, boys and girls, we're going to take the needle and seat out of this. And then, so the other one had a couple chunks of stuff in there. I don't know where it all went. I gave it a squirt of acetone and blew it out. So now that one's got the snifflies. It's colder and it's very cold out here. Do not mistake how cold it is out here. So the other carb's clean, so I'm taking this one back apart again to take the needle out and clean the seat. So the stuff that's coming out looks like, there was red paint chips and whatnot coming out, but what was stuck in the needle is basically, it looked like a tiny chewed up piece of this rubber hose, which is really odd and doesn't really make any sense. We did cut and splice and whatnot, but still, it doesn't really make any sense. So, to satisfy our, I'm not sure what to call it. Anyway, I'm going to just pull this over and just let her gush. Try and get whatever stuff that's still in there. Because the last time I cleaned the carburetors, so the last time it wet itself, I pulled it apart and cleaned the bowls, and great. And I'm like, hey, fine. Probably nobody ever cleaned the bowls. It's full of dirt, right? And we put a filter in, and a new pump. So she golden, right? Nope. Now, I wonder if I could use a hand pump. So now this time it's full of trash again. I guess I can't really do anything unless I turn the gas on. There we go. That's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. This pump actually can, I'm even getting gas out of here. Oh boy. And out of here. So we're going to crank her. Oh no, I can't crank her over. Well, I guess I could crank. Well, can I crank her over? Yeah, it does have a hole in the side. So that's right, a cob. Well, we're going to get her thumbs broke off, but so I guess we're what do we do? What's it even doing? How's it back feeding into there? Kind of want to clean these dumb hoses out. So hopefully that's the end of the dirt. All of these. Clean yourselves out. Yeah. So, yeah, it's really weird. It's like it's pumping now. Centrifugal pumping or whatnot. Well, I guess you could just suck on it too. It's siphoning now, I think, is what it's doing. That's all good and well. Let it siphon then. I wonder how much gas is in here. Ooh, full tank. Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, basically this thing should run. Just gotta start it by hand. So I'm gonna end the episode here. So I don't know if we're rebooting the pump. Probably not. We'll just throw it somewhere. Throw it in the back there. And then just organize and assemble everything back together. And yeah, it's leaking everywhere now. I'll just turn it off. Bam, bam, boom, bam. Problem solved. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and blow the dirt out backwards and whatnot, and then it should be good. So yeah, this has these little keeper things on here that doesn't quite allow basically controls how far the needle will drop. So the needle won't drop all the way down. Probably won't allow the dirt to come back out. So we're going to pick it out and that'll be that. So maybe we don't need to order needle and see. So I'm going to talk to Leroy after this and decide what we want to order. So the recoil spring's still broke and that's just the way it is. So maybe the old Polaris will tow it home again. Hopefully not. We would love to go for a ride tonight, tomorrow. I kind of getting snowdrifts and whatnot here, but anyway, guys, I got to get this stuck together again and go keep cooking maple syrup, or I'll work on the other one. All right, we got the heater running in here, and everything's put together, and I'm very tempted to try. I've been trying an old trick to start engine, so here goes nothing. You could really get hurt doing this. You could even get killed, I'm sure. We're gonna give her a shot of either. I've been trying. Basically, I wanted to wrap it around, give it a couple yanks, clear the old debris out of there. We're gonna want this. Try and clear the old junk out of there. But it actually fired, so I guess we'll continue on. I'm gonna give it a shot of either starting fluid and see if we can help it along. So we'll see. Alright, it's either gonna run or we'll die. Alright, so here's the one of the lower wheels there, de-rubberized itself, so we're gonna toss that in there. So that's one of the parts we ordered. I didn't order a carburetor needled seat yet, so I'm not sure if we'll need it. That's the thing. You know, it'll be really, really hard to tell if we're gonna have to start it this way. So we're gonna well, it is easy to forget how fast it really is. I guess I'll just put my hood out and go across the field. Right over there, baby, let's roll. She is. She's smooth as butter. Alright, we gotta close her door. Well, anyway, I bet I disappeared there over the hill for a little while. I couldn't breathe. There was so much snow in there. So the problem is right now, it's blowing off the field. So there's a ton of snow in some spots, and then others there's not. But because the ground was so wet, it's actually covered everywhere by a layer of ice. So later on tonight, as everything freezes in, or maybe even now, so I just turned the gas off and shut it down. So if everything works as it should fire right up. So I'm not interested in finding out now. But I gotta go tell my better half because she wants to go riding tonight. And I know this is far from ideal, but it's the best we've got. I could put her on the Polaris too. That's a good snowmobile. So the black one runs good. I ran it this morning. It was pretty warm out, but did all right. Didn't have that mind-numbing power that it can have when it's really cold out. Just frosty. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. I think we have made success, at least as good as it can be, and we have parts on order. So letting this sit here will really tell us the condition of the needle and seat. So if I don't have to order needle and seat, why bother? I think they're like $60, so they're not cheap. You want to see my face, eh? So she's oiled up, got a lot of fuel in it. I should have plenty of oil for the... Well, there's a jug still sitting there. We got oil and there's another 5 gallons of gas right over there. One is diesel, the other gas. So we got enough fuel to do one last hurrah. Alrighty guys, good night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.